Hey everyone, no respawns here. Hope you're having a grand week. So in this video, I'm going to show you my player homestead. So this outpost is very much role-playing focused. So if that isn't your thing, obviously this video won't be for you. If you're looking to kind of get a few ideas for how you can make a RP-friendly player home without actually using one of the in-game kind of player homes, instead making something yourself, this might give you kind of a little bit of inspiration. The whole premise with this, as I'm in photo mode right now, is I wanted somewhere that my character sort of builds up throughout the game. So I haven't finished this. This is, I guess, maybe 80% done, but the work in progress looks fairly complete right now, and I'm kind of fairly happy with how it goes, especially the decoration inside. But I'm going to keep revisiting here throughout the game, building it up, and this is kind of the home away from, you know, the other homes that I have. And I'm quite pleased. This planet is absolutely gorgeous. I think the name is like Neroi or something. I'll check in a sec. But I originally had it in the savannah area, and then I was finishing off the scanning, and I kind of dropped in this deciduous forest, and just look at these colours. Oh, absolutely gorgeous. It's like autumn meets the Death Stranding with its kind of really rocky vibe. It's very, very cool. So the whole premise with this, in terms of the walls, was I wanted to kind of give an idea of a bit more of a solid perimeter without necessarily having to go overboard with it. And I think I've landed on it fairly well. I'm going to have to add a lot more junk and crates and bits and bobs. I'm actually dreading how much materials this is going to take to bulk them out. But as of now, it's fairly good. I could probably have, for example, like, completely circled it with containers. It would have taken a while with the snapping. However, I think it would have stood out a little bit weirdly. Plus, because we're almost certainly going to get some DLCs in a couple of months, and absolutely 100%, at least one of them is going to have lots of building stuff. I suspect we'll get some form of fences. It's just they've never had a game without fences. They're going to happen. And I've deliberately left these spaces so I can actually then fill them with the fences, and it will look very kind of ramshackly, which I'm quite excited to see how it pulls together. So let's have a look on the floor. So in terms of the space, I absolutely love these little air purify things. They make me happy. Ah, they're so cool. So I do like the hydroponics quite a lot. I was a little bit concerned with these because you don't really get to pick the plants, but the ones they've chosen are these kind of purpley teal, slightly reddy ones, which I'm quite happy about. The one thing that does make me very, very sad about this planet is that I can't actually domesticate the animals here. For those who don't know how the domestication works, I will be doing a video on it at some point soon. But basically, only certain animals can be domesticated, and you can just get a planet that's rife with life, but you can't actually domesticate anything on it. And it breaks my heart, because having a few animal cages around here would really complete the area and give it that kind of proper homesteader vibe that I was looking for. Let me just show you how it looks from a bit more of a panoramic, kind of like orbital way. So you can see kind of the shape I'm going for with this. It's got loads of power, and I'm probably going to see if I can squeeze a little bit more, because I'm going to be having lots of turrets. I could probably actually maybe reduce these to the lesser size, which might work as well. We'll see. But currently right now, or maybe just get rid of this giant power-sucking thing. But currently right now, I'm pleased with it. I'm going to be adding a lot more junk decoration around these containers here. So eventually, they'll be kind of as busy as this thing here. It's going to take a lot of aluminium. And I'm not emotionally prepared for it right now. So we're leaving that bit to last. I did this, as you'll see inside. I did add a little bit of an alcove here. This is actually where the toilet is, and it looks really, really good. Best loo ever. And, oh, just those colours. Right, let's pop inside, and I'll show you guys the actual tour. So the inside is my favourite bit, because I normally don't junk decorate unless I've got mods. The reason being is the Fallout engine, because this is the Fallout engine, is temperamental, to say the least. A thing that has in Starfield is, yes, as you can see, you can decorate with junk pieces, but often they will sink into the ground, and it's quite random. I don't know whether they've patched it so it's less often. I remember when I did it at one of the apartments and everything sunk in the first, like, time I went through a load screen. This one appears to be fine since I last was here, which is quite nice. This is my loo. This is where I do my business. As you can see, I've really got to go to town with the idea that this is a place I'm sort of collecting all the interesting bits and pieces I've found throughout my travels. Like, there's so many bits. The teddies, I didn't actually use the build manager. I sort of threw them down because otherwise they were just going to jump around all over the place. I like it because, you know, it's already telling a story. Like, I picked these bits up. Whenever I'm exploring somewhere, if I see something cool, I'm like, ooh, and I can put that somewhere, which means I'm probably going to have to add a few more shells. I deliberately also chose a smaller prefab because I liked the idea of... I like cramped spaces. I'm really weird. And I kind of like how this turned out. Also, this is where I keep my special treats. This is the party chest. And this is also my collection of other junk, which I haven't actually used yet, but I'm going to use for shenanigans. But yeah, so this has actually taken me an obscenely long time, which is why I haven't had a video up for a few days. Because it took me bloody ages to do. And to start a new character, and I was like, right, I'm sort of gonna... I'd started a character twice, actually, because I made a big giant mistake and lost a load of my cool stuff on the other one. But everything worked out for the best. But anywho, I hope that gave you guys a few ideas. A little bit of an RP one, not really guide focused, just a kind of more inspiration. As always, follow me on various platforms at norespawns. TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter are linked in the description. I will have more guide focused videos next week. I'm going to be doing a hydroponics, probably a domestication one. I've actually got a little bit of a shopping list, and I also want to maybe show you a little bit of shipbuilding too, which should be quite fun. Anywho, you guys enjoy the rest of your week, and I'll speak to you absolutely lovely bunch of reprobates soon. You take care.